All electrical champions, the entire team of electrical and electronics is live today on the ESE mains analysis day. Yes, 25th June, ESE mains 2023 has been conducted successfully. And how the paper of electrical was, what was the difficulty level, moreover, what was the subject distribution, okay, which subject got more weightage, is there any unexpected distribution, and which subject was more difficult, which is less. Let's talk about that. And very important, jiske liye students wait karenge, is that expected cutoff, right? Looking into the difficulty level, and of course a very important factor, looking into the number of seats, which is again increased for electrical also this year, right? So sare factors ko dhyan mein rakhte hue, what does the panel says, and we are going to discuss completely on that. Ashu sir, to you.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. So guys, I hope you're excited, and I hope you must have seen the paper if you have not attempted it. So those students who have given this paper, I think they are very excited for the cutoff. So we will discuss that in this session. And the thing is, there are some good news, and we will reveal that. So don't worry, stay tuned with us, and let's see how the cutoff will go, and let's analyze the paper. So over to you, Saket sir.
Good evening, everyone. So I hope that you have done well in this particular exam. ESE mains, that is the most awaited exam for all the ESE aspirants, because this is going to decide what is about to be, where you are going to reach. So everything, it is about the ESE mains and prelims. This is a very long journey. If you are only focusing the ESE, then the journey was definitely long, because you have the prelims, you have lots of things to study, you have mains, then again you have interview in future. So the journey of this preparation for this exam is very, very long. So I hope that you have done very well, and you are fit and fine, and you are mentally stable at this point of time, because now you have to prepare for the interview. And most of us actually get nervous in the interview. So we are going to bring a mock interview for all of you. That is another thing which we are going to discuss, and how this mock session is going to be. And the second thing is about the subject wise analysis, that how was the subject, and the weightage analysis of each subject. These all things we are going to discuss. So I'm not going to take so much time, because we want you to quickly wrap up this thing, and to get into the detail of this session, and going to be the cutoff, what is the expected cutoff. So I will hand over to the Naveen sir.
Okay. Naveen sir, we can start sharing. And yes, guys, even if you are a GATE aspirant, or you have not qualified ESE prelims, still given prelims, just stay tuned, because this analysis are important for you. Right, these analyses are important just to know the level of the paper, and maybe next year when you are going to go for appearing this paper, what you can expect. So let's start, Naveen. Naveen sir, I think let's go to the first slide. Yeah. So let's start the weightage analysis for both paper 1 and paper 2. We have the separate slides, and let's get started. I think next slide, Naveen sir. Yeah. So if I talk about engineering mathematics, it's not as the GATE questions type of scenario here, right? And almost some good questions are there. And electrical is the only branch where you have mathematics in the mains examination, and there's a decent weightage, 72, and consistently you see 72 marks. It's not only this year. So har baar acha hi pucha jata hai, and it's good questions. See, difficult, again I say it's not direct question. By difficult I mean, right, some questions are straightforward. Agar main baat karun, there is a question of eigenvalue that is solvable. Then there is a regular question from numerical methods. There's a regular question from PDF, the probability density functions. All those questions are regular. But the questions of double integral or partial differential equations, and not only this year, again I repeat, okay, electrical mains mein hamesha they make the good, and good as in lengthy also, questions from the multiple integral. Sometimes it could be double, sometimes it could be triple integrals, and partial differential equation. Yahan se wo acha question aapke liye le hi aate hain. There's a regular question of Fourier series, so that is also okay. So main thing is, I believe partial differential equation and multiple integrals, got good questions from there. That is going to be, challenging for the students. That's what I believe, right? Yeah, Sanjay sir, your expertise here.
Thank you, sir. Hello, guys. Now, that is the basic electronics engineering, and the level is what, just moderate. and around 72 marks, guys. Out of what? 480. I'm not talking about the 300 marks. Out of 480, 72 marks from basic electronics engineering. So what are the topic, guys? Normally we are leaving what? JFET, junction field effect transistor. Very simple reason, because it is not in syllabus of GATE examination. But you have to prepare the JFET for engineering services. Okay. So hope so all the students have solved this question, because that was very, very easy question, right, from JFET. Now, and one question on what? Current mirror circuit, right? And one question from switching properties of the diode. Normally this type of questions for electronics student, but in engineering services examination, definitely they will ask question from basic electronics, and that is the sometimes depth knowledge of basic electronics required, guys. So that is the question on switching properties of the diode. Okay, and then one question on differential amplifier, 20 marks question. That is normally we are saying that different common emitter with RE, right? Or we are saying that emitter coupled differential amplifier. There are 4 modes. So that is the one question. So you normally students can solve, because that is the direct question from the theory. And there is a one change in derivation or design the circuit. Design the circuit means what? You have to find the components, and then according to that you have to design the circuit, guys. So that is all about the basic electronics. Saket sir.
Coming to my side, my part, I'm going to tell you about electrical materials and electrical and electronic measurement part. So if we go through electrical and electronic measurement part, so if you start from basic meters and then watt meters and then bridges, and if you go on, so there is a question from PMMC. It's like they have asked the question on shunt and the variation of resistance of the shunt with respect to the temperature. So if you have solved it, it's a direct question. But the only thing is they have changed some numericals again. So, and then moving on to watt meters, they have given question on single phase watt meter. But the question is a little bit tricky. It's not much tricky. The only thing is they have asked the errors when you place the pressure coil on load side, when you place the pressure coil on source side. So they have asked the percentage error. Until they did not ask the conclusion, but if you solve the question, you will get a conclusion that placing the pressure coil on load side is very easy. So placing the pressure coil on load side will be very advantageous. So that kind of conclusion you will get from that one. And then question on bridges. So directly question from sharing bridge. If you can solve the balancing bridge condition, the condition for balancing bridge, then you'll get the answer of the capacitance. But the difference is they have asked the capacitance without the insulator and with the insulator, that is with dielectric medium. So I think this kind of question they have asked in last year also, last year also, the same question. The only change is what was changed. And then moving on to the digital instrument part, they have asked the question on I think DVM, ramp type DVM. It's very easy, direct questions. They have asked a question on block, and they have asked explain each and every block of that circuit. Nothing more than that. So I can say it is easy to moderate. So why I put it on moderate side is when you solve, the answers are little bit empty. That's the only reason I put it on moderate. Otherwise, concept oriented or it is not at all a difficult paper. Questions. And that's all from measurements. And coming to materials point of view, as I said in the electronics paper, electronics and telecommunication paper, same as it's a bit tougher side, many theoretical theory questions or very big questions. So that's it from my side.
Thank you, Naveen sir. So let's discuss about electric circuit, guys. So electric circuit was not difficult, but 1 or 2 questions were good. And let me start with the 2-port network. So the first question I'm looking at is from 2-port network. It's hybrid parameter. It's about hybrid parameter. It's easy question. You can easily solve it. And then there is one good question on magnetically coupled circuit. Okay, so this is again a gate type of question. So those students who are preparing for gate, they should also attempt this question, magnetically coupled circuit question. It's a very good question. And then again from AC circuit, AC analysis question is easy. There was one question from resonance also. It was again easy. and one question from AC transient. It looks like that the question is from AC transient, but actually it's not from AC transient. There is some trick in that question. It's you can't say it's trick. Actually, it's a simple question. So network theory is more or less from easy to moderate level. Okay, because 1 or 2 questions are very good and other questions are very easy. So this is about network theory. Saket sir.
Yes, sir, in the first paper also we can talk about the fields, that is the EMFT. So EMFT part we can discuss. There are 4 questions came from the EMFT, and I found out of 4, the 3 were very easy, and the last one was a bit tricky. But if you are preparing for the mains, then definitely it is not going to be a new question for you, because if you are preparing, then definitely you will be solving all the such type of questions as well, and that questions came from the Laplacian. So Laplacian equations also you have covered. If you have covered that part, then definitely that similar questions are given in every textbook, so definitely that question also you might have covered. So that's why I kept the fields in the easy category, and rest of the 3 questions, direct question from the capacitance. We all know that the capacitance are very important for the electrical students, so direct questions came, and 1 question came from the Gauss divergence theorem. Only we need to verify the Gauss law, Gauss theorem, divergence theorem only. And next one was the infinite sheet question. So maybe students may get confused that they asked in the second part about the circular disk actually. So from the infinite sheet, they asked how when we cut to the circular form, then what will be the electric field. So maybe some of the students get confused, because the paper which I received, that the students marked in that particular part that maybe he was thinking about that circular thing, why it is written. So actually it is nothing but whenever we talk about the circular disk, actually it is made up from the infinite sheet. So that is why that is given in this form of the question. So if your base is clear, then definitely you can easily understand the question. It is just about the understanding of the question. So that is about the field. So if we go into the paper 2, we have the systems and the signal processing. So and also there is some question from the communication maybe. So the system and the signal processing, that is well distributed among the syllabus. If we see the syllabus of the signal processing, then all the topics covered from the systems and signal processing, like the Z transform, they have covered the basic fundamental like convolution, they have covered. Then they covered the Laplace transform and Fourier transform as well. So there is a simple questions from these topics, because the rectangular pulse was given, you have to calculate a Fourier transform. The simple pulse was given and you have to calculate the Laplace transform. And 1 question from the ZIR, ZSR, which you also can keep in the control system. But that is in the digital form. So that's why we can say that it is a part of signal processing, because the transfer function was given in the Z domain. So this is all about the signal system and signal processing, sir. So now you can discuss the machine power system as well.
Thank you, Saket sir. So let's first discuss about power electronics, because power electronics is very good. So I found, I mean, the interesting part is power electronics is, you can't say that it's easy, because 1 or 2 questions are easy, but not every question is easy. Starting from the source, effect of source inductance, very basic circuit is given with the help of 2 diodes. The effect of source inductance is it's a very basic question, but very good. So this question is again there is 1 question from buck converter. This question is easy from buck converter, but you can't say that it's easy. I mean, if you have prepared well, then only you'll be able to solve it. 1 question from commutation circuit, class D commutation circuit, and there is one question from switch protection. Again, it's a very good question. So overall, power electronics is, I will not say that power electronics was easy. It was moderate to tough level, you can say that. So let's discuss about machine also. In machines, I find 2 to 3 questions very good. The first question is that BH curve question. That BH curve question is, again, many students take it lightly, like BH curve is, I mean, they don't look at the BH curve seriously. So that question is again very, very good question. And also the GATE students should also appear this question. It's a nice question. 1 question from open delta. Generally, students don't prepare for open delta questions. So one question from open delta transformers. So it's again very good question, and so in machine again easy to moderate, you can say. So machine level was not that much difficult, easy to moderate, you can say. So now let's discuss about power system. So Naveen sir will discuss about power system. Ji sir. Naveen sir. Naveen sir. Okay, I think Naveen sir is not. Let's discuss about control system, sir. Rakesh sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ashu sir. So guys, coming to control systems, weight is slightly decreased, but on and all easy. Just the reason I put it as moderate because of just one question from state space analysis, because it's on making the system controllable. A state space model of a system is given to you. You need to have a transformation matrix so that the system is convertible is into the controllable canonical form, the CCF model. So that's a only good question. Usually these designing type of questions you don't find usually in the gate also. But I think if you are well prepared for gate, so you must be aware about at least what CCF model is and what controllability conditions are, controllability canonical form conditions are. So that's only one good question. Regular one question is a BDR reduction. One question is PD controller, but again very simple. They've given the location of poles and you have to design a PD controller to have that location of poles. One is on the lag compensator. That is again straightforward, but I think that's a calculative one. Right. The only thing is it's going to be lengthy in terms of calculation, because you have to calculate first without the compensator gain and phase margin, and then with the compensator how the things are affected. So only thing that's going to be lengthy. Otherwise, rest two questions are very easy. One question from state space analysis is usually good. Okay, so that's all about control system. Right. Moving to Sanjay sir for analog and digital electronics.
Yes, sir. Now from analog and digital, guys. These are the two combined subjects. Now, please watch that first of all. In 2022, there was a 46 marks, and in 2023, just double, 84 marks. Okay, so sometimes it may happen, guys. Right? We are getting the more questions from core subject just in 2022, and now this time from analog and digital electronics. Now, what about the questions? That is one question from L and C, that is connected in feedback path of operational amplifier, that is in parallel. That is of what 20 marks question. No doubt you have to find the values of the elements, and easily we can solve that questions, right? But it was very lengthy, right? आपने जितने भी बनाया होगा ना, तो already आपका time consume हुआ होगा. Okay. Then second फिर है, that is again based on what low pass filter by using operational amplifier. Okay, and these are the two important questions from analog. Then third question was right from digital. In digital, one question in a digital to analog converter, DAC. So in all session we are saying that digital to analog converter is very, very important for what engineering services examination. That is one question from digital to analog converter, and one question from what 8085 microprocessor, and it is about what machine cycle for read instruction. Memory read, what are the machine cycles, and you have to draw the diagram. And we are going to provide you the complete solution for all these questions. So,
Naveen sir, power systems. So you're on mute.
Yes. Guys, coming to power system, it's on easier side, because if you can solve the questions from, Stevenson, I'm damn sure that is enough. That's a single book. It is enough to solve these kind of questions. So the questions are directly from transmission lines, line spacing. They're asking calculation of inductance, calculation of capacitance. They have given some bundle conductors and they have asked for inductance calculation, capacitance calculation. And then transmission line, they have given ABCD parameters. So based on ABCD parameters, you need to solve that question. And moving on to fault side, so there is a question on double line circuit, double line fault, and double line to ground fault. So this is one more question. And coming to critical clearing angle concept and critical clearing time also. This is the one question I feel somewhat good and lengthy. Rest of the other questions are easy. So that's so I can say it is directly easy, not even tougher side, not even moderate side, moderate side also. So that's all from my side.
Yeah. So I think, having discussed all these subjects and the difficulty level, okay, and now also keeping into the mind the number of seats for ESE 2023. Let's have an overview of the cutoff, the expected cutoff. So the entire panel is in front of you, and we have also had some discussions among us. Definitely are able to see that as compared to 2022, the seats are almost thrice. Okay, and even compared to 2021 also, it's definitely on higher side. But also considering that most of the subjects have some real good questions. So overall paper is not that easy. Overall paper is on moderate to difficult side if we consider. So first of all, let's take the opinion of Sanjay sir, our ESE expert. Sanjay sir, what do you think, compared to last year cutoffs are around last year 552 and last 567, sorry. So what do we expect for this particular year?
Sir, please, all the students, please watch the 2021 cutoff. There was a number of vacancies, 26, and it is 567 marks. And remember, guys, it is a cutoff from pre plus mains. That is out of 1100, 567 was the cutoff marks. Now in 2022, number of seats reduced, just half. But what about the cutoff? That is 552. It is also reduced. Means what? That paper is what we can say, just paper is tough, and that's why that reduces. Now, this time, number of vacancies as compared to 2022, almost 3 times, right? This is the 40, and in 2022, it is 13. It was 13. Okay, so now we are expecting around 510 or 500, in between 510 and 520 marks. And हम तो एक होप कर रहे हैं कि थोड़ा लोअर साइड जाए और हर स्टूडेंट्स अपनी थोड़ी इंटरव्यू की तैयारी थोड़ा दम से कीजिएगा, because what we can say, it is not just the objective type questions. It is a subjective paper. It depends upon your presentation. Okay, तो कई बार मार्क्स आ रहे, लेकिन कई बार आपने आंसर लिया है लेकिन मार्क्स नहीं मिल रहे, और कई बार आपने आंसर तो नहीं लाया है लेकिन because of the presentation you are going to get the marks. Rakesh sir.
Yes. So that's what Sanjay sir specified. The expected cutoff according to us is between 510 to 520, or we will say if you are still expecting somewhere 500 plus also, then also you should definitely not lose hope and keep preparing for the interview, right? And again, let me add on that whenever the mains result is declared, okay, we are going to offer you the live mock test. Okay, live mock test, not by the faculty panel. Of course, there will be some faculties, but the live mock test by a panel which looks like UPSC. Yes, the senior experts, who do take the interviews like UPSC, they'll be guiding you, they'll be taking you, they'll note down your weakness and strength and accordingly guide you so that you come up with your best in the UPSC examination, UPSC interviews. So we'll be guiding you on that also, but let's let the mains result be declared. But again, if you're getting 500 around or more, you should by the time start preparing for the interview part as well. And once again, like we told some electronic students also, whether your target is ESE or GATE, right, whether you have attempted 2023 mains exam or not, but we'll still suggest you go through all the mains questions because it gives you a lot of learning, because some questions are really good. Okay, maybe that descriptive question won't be in the GATE examination. Okay, a small part of it can definitely be in the GATE examination, or at least some concepts will be enhanced if you solve the mains question. So definitely, and not only 2023, go for at least 12 years of mains paper, definitely. So Ashu sir.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. So guys, the cutoff will be at the lower end because the paper is very good, and you can't say that it was easy. So it was easy to moderate. So it will be approximate 500 to 520, and start preparing for interview. So don't waste your time, and you can see that number of seats are also increased. So it's a golden opportunity for many students. So guys, don't wait and start your preparation for the interview. And we will also conduct some mock interviews, so you can take advantage from that also. Okay, so that's all from my side. And now, if Rakesh sir, if you want to add, or Rathi sir, if you want to add something.
And Naveen sir, we can end the screen and let's have a normal discussion. Let's stop the sharing. The PPT part is done. Yeah, anything from Sanjay sir or Saket sir, Naveen sir, or else we'll end.
सर जस्ट यही है कि बस स्टूडेंट्स को यही बोलना है कि ESE का ही अगर आप एग्जाम टारगेट करते हैं तो आपका मल्टीपल एग्जाम्स अराउंड द ESE प्रिपरेशन हो जाता है ना। और कट ऑफ के बारे में तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है, तो ऑब्वियसली जो कट ऑफ है, क्योंकि नंबर ऑफ सीट्स इफ इंक्रीजेस देन डेफिनेटली कॉम्पिटिशन आल्सो इंक्रीजेस, So the cutoff will not, even though paper is tough, maybe in the moderate side, but we cannot expect that the seat has increased. So the cutoff will be go down significantly. But because the competition also increases, so that is why the cutoff we have kept around 500 to 520. It is not like that 470, 480. So we kept all these parameter things, all the parameters in mind, and according to that, we have given you the expected cutoff. And yes, जैसा कि हम लोग बोले कि आप लोगों को टेक्स्ट बुक्स फॉलो करते रहना है, चाहे आप ESE को टारगेट कर रहे हो या कोई भी अदर एग्जाम्स को टारगेट कर रहे हो, तो आपको टाइम अगर आपके पास है, आपको टाइम परमिट करता है, तो किसी तरह से आप टाइम निकाल के कुछ स्टैंडर्ड टेक्स्ट बुक को जरूर से पढ़ते रहिए, ताकि आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी बूस्ट होगा और आपका नॉलेज तो डेफिनेटली इंक्रीज होगा ही होगा। संजय सर।
सर एक बात मैं इन बच्चों से जरूर बोलना चाहूंगा, देखो भाई, इंटरव्यू जो होता है ना वो 200 मार्क्स का है, और अगर आपने प्रॉपर प्रिपरेशन नहीं की तो मिनिमम आपको 40 मार्क्स भी मिल सकते हैं, और अगर आपने प्रॉपर प्रिपरेशन की तो यू कैन गेट अप टू 160 और 170 मार्क्स। तो दैट इज द डिफरेंस गाइस। और ये डिफरेंस कैसे हम लोग कवर कर सकते हैं? बाय गिविंग द मॉक टेस्ट। लेकिन मॉक टेस्ट देने से, सॉरी मॉक इंटरव्यू, लेकिन मॉक इंटरव्यू देने से पहले दो चीजें हैं। आप इस पीरियड में आपको थोड़ा सा भी लग रहा है कि मेरा कट ऑफ निकल रहा है, जैसा कि हम लोग डिटेल दिया, स्टार्ट योर प्रिपरेशन गाइस। बहुत ही टेक्निकल के डेप्थ में जाके वो पूछेंगे, और इंटरव्यू के लिए आपको कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए तो आपको थोड़ी टेक्स्ट बुक पढ़नी पड़ेगी। दूसरा, आपको ज्वाइन करना होगा ऑथेंटिक जहां पर आपके मॉक टेस्ट हो, तो वी आर गोइंग टू कंडक्ट दैट। आपको रियल फील आएगा, जो कि मैंने, जैसा सर ने मुझसे कहा है कि भाई आपने मल्टीपल टाइम्स निकाला है, तो उसमें हर बार इंटरव्यू का रोल सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर आप 100 से नीचे मार्क्स ला रहे हैं तो आप सेलेक्ट नहीं हो पाएंगे, लेकिन 100 प्लस मार्क्स आ रहे हैं तो फिर प्री प्लस मेंस प्लस इंटरव्यू एंड फाइनली यू कैन गेट द सिलेक्शन इन व्हाट इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज एग्जामिनेशन। तो बिना देर किए इंटरव्यू की प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट कर दीजिए। और सेकंड, जिन बच्चों ने नहीं दिया है वो पेपर जरूर सॉल्व कीजिए, बिकॉज वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट सेम टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन इन ऑल कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स, वेदर इट इज अ ISRO एग्जाम, ISRO is coming, right, or what in what GATE 2024 and other competitive exams. Rakesh sir, over to you.
Yeah, I think, sir, that's enough for the session, and we have given useful information, and I hope student also finds it useful at the end of the day, the weightage analysis, the expected cutoff, and important messages regarding, whether it is related to GATE preparation or the interview preparation. And once again, at the last, I would say just stay tuned. As soon as the mains results are declared, our team will connect with you and will give you how you can appear to the BYJU'S Exam Prep live mock interview preparation guidance program. Right. So that's it, guys. All the best for your interview preparation, and congratulations for those who have really done good in the mains examination. Bye-bye. Thank you. Stay safe and take care. Thank you all, sir.
Thank you.